There has got to be a better way. What?
Ah, sweetheart, you look exhausted. Man, let me show you something. Come here. Thanks. This, my dear, is a kindling splitter.
So what is that thing?
It's a kindling splitter. Let me show you.
Okay. Huh. Now that is amazing.
Here we go.
Yeah. Wow. Hey everybody, I'm Bill with Live Simple, Live Free, and I want to tell you about this new tool that I just got that's really cool. It's called a kindling splitter. You know, when I actually bought this wood for my fireplace and it was already cut and split, so I was very glad that I wasn't going to have to do that this year. But then I discovered that some of them, like this one, is just a little bit too big around for my stove. My stove is not the tiny cubic stove that I had in my tiny house, but it is a small stove, and this will fit. But if I put 2 or 3 of these in there, it completely fills the chamber, the burn chamber, and there isn't much room for the fire to get around, and it just doesn't burn well. So some of these are okay, but some of the larger ones like this, I just have to split it in half one more time. So here I am, back to splitting wood again. I wasn't real happy about that. And then I discovered this kindling splitter, and it's really cool because it's not just for kindling, it's also for splitting logs, and it's quite frankly the fastest and easiest way that I have found to split logs, unless you've actually got a big gas-powered log splitter. But if you're going to do it manually, this is the cool thing to do it, and then it also makes really wonderful kindling. Let me show you. So this is the kindling splitter. Now this is a little bit different from most that I've found, and I'll tell you why in a second, but this is called the Little Joe splitter. And I really like this. It's a little bit different because every other one that I saw, the circle here across the top was 6 inches across. This one is a little bit larger. This is 7 inches this way and 8 inches this way. So it's going to take bigger logs, which is cool. Another thing that I really liked about this one, the Little Joe, is that every other one only had this one blade here. Just had this one blade. But this one actually has another blade that goes the other direction. So instead of just splitting the logs in half, if you put it right here in the center, it actually splits it into 4 pieces. So it might be a little bit harder to hit the log at the top because it's splitting 4 ways instead of 2 ways. But it's going to save an awful lot of time. And if you don't want that, you can just take out these 2 screws right here on the bottom, and then this whole blade right here will lift right out, and then you have just the one blade here. So it's much more versatile, and I like that it has a larger ring so I can put larger logs in there and then split it into 4 pieces instead of just 2. Now let me show you how this works. I actually bought a large hammer like this. This is a 3-pound hammer, and I've discovered that it's not quite heavy enough. You can split it with this, but it really takes a lot of oomph. It works better if you use something larger. Now in the intro to this video, Elizabeth used our splitting axe. She used the back side of it, But that's really kind of dangerous because you got this thing flying around. It's really better to just use a sledgehammer. It's much safer. So that's what I'll be using. Well, that one only split into 3 because the 4th one split out. But you can see how well that works. And then it's really cool because if you want to make kindling, then you can just do it right on the edge. Split off pieces like this. Very, very easy to do, and it's safe. If you try to split stuff like this with an axe or a hatchet, it's going to be very difficult to do and very dangerous. But because this doesn't move around at all, it makes it very safe. How's that? I love this thing. I can sit here and in 15 minutes make enough kindling like this to last for a couple months. Now, I bought this on Amazon. All you need to do is just go to Amazon and do a search for Kindling splitter, and you'll come up with a whole bunch of them. And all of the others, like I said, all the different brands were all 6 inches on top, and they ranged in the neighborhood of between $60 and $80. This one was about twice the cost. I think it was in $120 to $130. I should have looked it up for this video, I'm sorry, but that's about what it was. So it's about twice as much, but I think it's well worth it because it's bigger, it's beefier, you can do more with it, and you can take this out if you just want a single instead of a double split there. So I am very happy with it. I'm excited to be able to do this so fast and easy. So I hope that has been helpful to you. I hope you've enjoyed this. Thanks for watching, everybody. Live simple, live free. You be blessed.